What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And tonight we are going to talk about Cartesi CTSI and how to find your next 10x crypto. And is Cartesi going to be that next 10x crypto? And if so, what price do we need to buy it at in order to make that kind of profit? And much more. So we're actually having a lot to talk about tonight because I just thought Cartesi would probably get the best viewed, video. I have a lot for us, as you see, with Cartesi tonight. If you want to see right here, developers can start coding for Cartesi rollups in the end of December. Then Cartesi is taking IoT. You can't even see this, can you? Good. So I'm just going to tell you about it. You can't see it right now. Good. So Cartesi is taking the IoT to the next level with Iodex. And then we'll have our fear and greed index. And then we'll look at the Cartesi price. We'll look at the Iodex price. We'll look at the price of Bitcoin. And then we will do a chat and see how you guys are doing and see what's up with you. But I think we have a full episode of a lot to do with Cartesi, and I don't think this is the end of the market. That's why I'm doing this. And Cartesi is at such a low price right now. That is one of the reasons I'm like, yeah, you could 10x it, because let me give you a little bit of access to my screen here so that you can see what I'm talking about at first. Okay, look at this. Is this the price right here? Let's refresh this. Is that what? Let's make sure. I want to double check, because sometimes I get the price mixed up. I always double check my prices. And that is one thing, as we start off the show, a really good little nugget of information for you. Always double check the prices, because they could be different on one exchange or another, or there could be a huge discrepancy. And you never want to buy any huge discrepancy unless it works in your favor. Sometimes you can get a discrepancy to work in your favor. They happen a lot. So watch out for those, and you could possibly make a lot of money if you get one. Say it's like 69 cents over here, but it's 59 cents on Coinbase. Well, you buy it on Coinbase, and then say you can sell it on Binance or a different place for 69 cents right at the same time, right? So if you do that, you buy it for 54, sell it for 69 right away, there's a profit, right? So I'd be careful with that, because sometimes it might look like it's that way, and then you go to sell it over there and it's the same price. And you're just like, well, okay. Well, I'll just hold that then. But let me look at Cartesi real quick. It looks like we are exactly where we should be, 69 cents. Let me show you guys so you can see on here as well. 69 cents on Coinbase, 69 cents on CoinMarketCap. So we're good to go on that. Now, let's go and look at the charts and see if we can see anything good for Cartesi. And then we'll get into the news, and then we'll also look at Iodex, because Iodex and Cartesi have an integration, it looks like, or a partnership of some kind. So as you see, Cartesi, if we go back a little bit before this dump that happened, Cartesi had a wonderful bull market, and we were blast up and have a lot of blast offs. And then it had one skyrocket. So it had multiple mini blast offs, blast off, skyrocket, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. And yeah, so it had a lot of good times. As you see, there was only one skyrocket here and one skyrocket here, and the rest were just mini blast offs that didn't really lead to anything. And then we had a plateau right here. But Cartesi is on its way up. That's what I'm saying. If you buy this at the right price, you could have already 10x'd this year. If you bought in January, it was at 4 cents. Yeah, you hear that? It was at 4 cents in January. Still a $2 million volume, though. It was a pretty hefty coin, and then it went to an $80 million volume. You see how it jumped like that? Boom. That's when things had a blast off, because there's a lot of money that goes in it. And then let's look how much went in here. 124, 193, a billion at the top right there. 1 billion 24-hour volume at $1.72. So that's a lot of money in a crypto. And just in January to May, 4 months, if you sold somewhere near the top, you would have more than 10, 20, 30, 40, about 30x your money from here. So can you do that again now? That's the question. How do you get a 10x gain? Because a lot of the gains that I get in crypto, honestly, are less than 1x, less than 2x. I mean, more than 1x, less than 2x. So like normally if I put in like $2,000, I can make like $1,000. Or if I put in $2,000, I can make like $300-400, right? Or if I put in $400, I can make like 100 or 200 sometimes. So how do you 10x though? How do you get that next step? Well, it starts with a dip like we have here. Now, the wonderful thing about these big dumps that we have right here is when you can tell, or you're willing to bet at least, that we're not at the bottom right here, or we're at the bottom right here, that we're not going to continue going down further, that the bull market isn't over, then that's how you can get in at a really good price in a bull market, because this is basically the lowest this has been in months since before October. Okay, so right in October was the last time Cartesi was at this price. That was a long time ago. So several months ago, 2 months ago, a couple months ago, it was at that price. Now we're there again. And we haven't reached the pinnacle of this bull market. How do you guys think that we hit this and then we hit this and that's the end of the bull market? How does that make sense? We just hit a little tiny peak and then say, okay, we'll call it good. We're going home now. We'll see you in 4 years. See you at the next bull market. No, we're going to have some kind of crazy blow off top. I really want to reiterate that. Let's go back at the end of the Bitcoin 2017 bull run. I want to see this blow off top. If there is, I mean, it should have a lot of volume and it should have even more dumping. So let's see, this is 2019. Okay, come on. Okay, June 22. Okay, this looks like it. Is this it? Yep. Okay. There's just a big difference. See, I still think we're somewhere here. I think we're actually right here, guys, in the thick of things. I think this is where we are right now compared to where we were in the 2017 bull market. We're not over here yet. This was the major dump off. This is what kind of happened in August and before. In I think it was actually June. Yeah, in June, July, I think we had the major dump. But I think that's this. This was the major dump. I don't think we're even over here yet. That would match if it actually, we had the peak before, but we went higher now. So you can't say that this matches the last one, because when we went to the peak, the next one was lower. Now the bull market we just had, we went to the peak was 64. Then we went to 69. So I don't think we're even here yet. I don't think we're at either of these. Where I think is what happened is we were somewhere like right here during the bear market, but we're just prolonging this section right here. I think we're still in this section of the bull market for this year compared to the 2017 one. So that means that we still have a massive pump and another dump to go. You see that? And that'll probably turn into a major one, like it always does, right? Or we could be here. We could have had, this could be the July dump right here, and now we could be in this one. The last fake out shakeout before look at the giant and then blow off top all the way down. Right after the big top comes the big bottom. We never had that. And then we have another fake out pump and then another month, 2 month wide dump, you know. But altcoins should do good in there. And we haven't had the altcoin seasons yet either. So this is all signs are pointing to not the end of the market, in my opinion. So that's why I keep saying that. But Cartesi, man, it defies dips. This one it didn't, because this was a global dip. This wasn't just crypto. With inflation, with everything that's going on in the world, money's in trouble. Our financial system is in trouble. And I think Bitcoin and crypto might actually save our butts. If America, come on, America, like I'm rooting for America to get into crypto. Like for real. You don't have to, you can lie to us about it. Don't tell us you're getting in it, but at least get into crypto and make us some money and get us out of all this debt we're in. For real, America has a big chance right now to turn everything around and use crypto to stop all this massive inflation from coming and taking over and ruining our country. Because that's what's going to happen. We're going to go into a depression again. And they can stop it if they make the right investments in crypto. They could actually even pay off our global debt too if they invested right. Like hire a crypto person to work for the government, guys. Think about it. I mean, crypto is the new wave of money. Why wouldn't they use it to make America money? Come on, we're like right here. And America has enough money to move Bitcoin. I mean, if America wanted to, like we could take over Bitcoin. Come on, man. Where are the powers that be in their little office meetings not talking about making money off of Bitcoin? I mean, they would have to be some stupid people. How do you not want to make money off of the biggest thing in the world that's making money right now? Like, is it your morals? Do you think it could collapse our economy? Like what? You don't want to put trust in crypto? I didn't say that put our US dollar on the line. I'm just saying that maybe it could be what saves, our country, not even ours, and just a lot of countries. So let me actually go in and look at the chats because I want to hear your opinions on that part. Oh boy, token. Oh boy, Hadouken. Crypto dad. There is a crypto dad out there. Wait, how is this not playing? That's weird. The one on my phone isn't playing. I'm not doing it on TV. So let's see. Live chats. A lot of people did buy Cartesi at $1. A lot of people. I almost bought Cartesi at $1 the other day. But look at Bitcoin starting to recover now, guys. This is what I'm talking about. We can't get scared. I really think we're only right here in the market, guys. So I just encourage you to take heart. This is just a little bit of hope for you, a little hopium, to just encourage you through this hard time. Because my money's down too. I know all of our portfolios are looking dirty. And I just appreciate all of you here with me. Hey, what's up, man? I can't wait to see who's the next member of the channel. I was willing to be like, who should I give money to become the next member of the channel? No, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to cheat the system. But maybe I could hand out memberships as a prize. If we have chat comment prizes or whatever, we might hand out memberships. And what I would do is I don't know how I'd pay the membership for you. I'd probably just send you some Bitcoin, and then you'd have to because you have to have a card, right? You have to have a debit or a credit card for a membership. So the only way that would work is if I sent you some Bitcoin or something, and then you just charge that to your card. I don't know how YouTube does it, but I think you need a card. Oh, you did. Thank you so much, man. My people are so helpful. Thank you for being awesome, Weeping Angel. And King Love, he hardly ever misses a live stream. If he misses a live stream, you know something's wrong. Like he lost his crypto key or something, you know, something bad happened. Because he doesn't miss it unless something bad happens. So what does he say? As the nosedive continues, did Cartesi and all the newcomers worth engaging now? I don't know what you're really trying to say, but if you're saying that maybe with the nosedive now, should newcomers consider buying Cartesi right now? I think that if you are willing to take the risk, my risk to reward ratio right now is super high. And what do I mean by that? And this is not, I'm not telling you to go out and buy a bunch of crypto, because I want you to be strategic and do what you normally do and don't just FOMO into a dip, but buy the dips, guys. These are dips. If they go lower, then you just buy those dips too. You can never go wrong buying the dip. I mean, sometimes it goes down further, but most of the time it will recover back past up that point. That's what I've noticed. Even if it does go below your buy-in price, it normally recovers, especially if you buy at a dip like this. But it is a risk right now because the market could keep going down. If we get like a couple more days of bad news in the world, the market's going to continue to go down. But if we get out of all the FUD, you know, it's like swimming through shark-infested water. If you get out of that shark-infested water, you know, you're safe again. Or if you run into some whales, then you're safe too. But hey, and that would be our case too, right? If we have a bunch of whales that come and buy a bunch of crypto, we'll be safe too. So weird how analogies work like that. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. But look at this. What did it go to? 67? And we're only at 70 right now. Hold on. Let's go to 7 days. Okay, 67. Hold on. What was this? 67. So wait, you're telling me we went down as far today as we've been? Wait, what was this one? 68. So the initial dump, we actually went down a little bit further than it right here. And then actually again today, we went down further than it right here. So those would have been really extremely good buying opportunities. Even at these low levels, you would have already been in the profit 3 cents. You see that? So if you look for the opportunity every day, now what is the risk to this? Yeah, Bitcoin continues to go down further and we lose even more. But right now, even if we do end up in like some weird bear market at 40,000, this is not going to be the end of the bull market though. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't end like this. This is not the way that a bull market ends. So even if we do go down, it's not over. We're going to go back up. It just matters how far down did we need to go. It was like the 47 wasn't quite low enough. I think now that Bitcoin, okay, let's go back to where we are now on Bitcoin. Since I was just trying to show you where we kind of were right now compared to 2017. But if we look at this, I think we just needed to go a little bit lower from where our sitting point was, because we tried to break out at 50, right? And we failed to break out at 50, but we were trying. And the thing is, we went all the way down to 42. But then we sat at 47 for a while and tried to shoot up at 50. Couldn't break 50, right? So now we have to go back down and touch those support levels again at like 47. Well, 47, where we had been going, didn't give us enough momentum to break through 50. So what we had to do is we had to get more momentum like a slingshot. We didn't pull that slingshot back far enough. So now this time we go down to 46 a little bit further. It's like taking that slingshot back one notch further. And now we let it go, and hopefully this trajectory will break us out and take us above that $50,000 level and break it out completely instead of hitting it, rejecting us back down. And if it doesn't, then maybe we have to go back even further, pull that slingshot back further, and then break out. But one of them is going to break out. Either the slingshot breaks and the rubber band breaks and the ball goes back and hits you in the face and you get completely wrecked. And that's basically Bitcoin going down to like 30, 40,000. That would be that case scenario. And then if it doesn't, if you let it go and it's successful breakthrough, then we will go ahead 51, 52, and then all the way up to, I say, 60,000 within about a week. I really think that it's about time. And I think we might even go above 69 within the next week or two. I just have a feeling we're going to have a massive breakout coming. I don't know what it is. I just really, with everything, the three peaks in the domed house, with the three peaks, the peak after, they even put this one in there, the three peaks with the little peak after, and then the basement, the first floor, and now we're into the domed house. This is the first level of the domed house, and always the next level is the peak and the top of the domed house, which is higher than the first level of the domed house. So we should at least go up to 80 to 112,000, like I've always said, and then maybe back down to this level again, or even a higher third level. So there will be 3 levels to this domed house. And that's the way that it shows it in the pattern. You can look it up. It's called 3 Peaks and a Domed House. And shout out to Kevin Svensson Crypto. He's the one who called this pattern, and I've just been following it ever since. But it's amazing, and we need to get above these critical support levels to keep going. There's a lot that needs to happen for us to continue to going, and there's only a little that needs to be happening to send us into the oblivion. So, but I think it's actually going to be for the good. I really do. We're down to the bottom. This is the very bottom level. So I don't think we're going to break here. I think there's solid support here, even going back all the way to the very first part of this bull market. We're talking about in the 2020s. So all the way back here. So I really, if anything, we go down to this level again, 40,000, 41,000. And at the very, very least, 38,000, which I doubt. I really think it's going to be 41.4. I think we'll hit the top of that. That to me is going to be the major level of support right there. But that's just my opinion. But okay, let's get more into Cartesi. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent on that. But developers can start coding for Cartesi rollups by the end of December, which is pretty cool. It adds another smart contract. They have the rollups, the ZK rollups, and I guess this is the Cartesi rollup, which is something you will really hear in crypto a lot now. They have a bunch of different, smart contract types. You have like the canister smart contracts. You have the ZK rollups, the Cartesi rollup. So what is it? Cartesi rollups is not only about transaction scaling and fee reduction through continuous research and development and the help of a growing number of partners and supporters. We want to allow impossible or previously inconceivable dApps to become reality. Progressive insights. We are thrilled to share that our core team has increased 3-folds this year. Actually, it's just like our channel. But our channel has increased way more than that. We've increased, like, I don't even know how much you would say, because we started out at 0. So, and now we have 1,600. So 1,600%. Is that what you'd say? We grew 1,600%. Development, and more recently with business development and branding. Our development process improved considerably, resulting in better communication and increased ability to deliver. Alongside the notable growth the Cartesi team gained throughout that period, the blockchain industry evolved extremely fast. This is true. This is why my channel has done so good, because this industry is doing well as well. But I don't understand how I'm not George level, or how I'm not altcoin daily level. Like, for real, I know so much about crypto, and I'm really good at trading. I'm good at promoting it. I'm good at, building a community. I'm good at, dealing with people. I guess my TA does lack a lot, but there's a lot of, people out there. I don't think BitBoy Crypto really does a lot of TA. I don't think Altcoin Daily does a lot of TA that I know of. So, yeah, maybe my channel just needs to grow. We need a core audience. And the one we have now, I just want to work on keeping this one. That's what I'm concerned with right now, is just keeping my core audience. They're the most important. They're the ones who are sticking with me. So, but yeah, this is how you find, these awesome projects. You look at their, not only the TA, not only the price. Yeah, you want to get it at good prices. That's the only way you can make a 10x profit, right? But you have to make sure that the project has 10x capability. And so how long will it take to 10x? Well, there's a possibility it can 10x this bull market. But if not, is Cartesi going to be around in the next bull market? If so, it will definitely 10x by the next peak of the next bull market, right? So that's what we have to look forward to, is those cyclical natures. Now, if we break out of that this year, and we'll find out if we do, this is going to be like the answering the question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, what is going to happen? Are we in the cycle or are we not? So we'll find this out at the end of the year. Then if we broke the cycle, then somebody had said we will just think of it as bull markets and bear markets instead of just, 4-year cycles and having just one bear market and then one bull market. Every change in the trajectory of the market will become its own bear market or bull market, instead of having an overall bull market, having many bear markets and bull markets in a giant, bear or bull trend. So I think that could happen, but we'll see. That's one thing that it's good. We just sit and watch. It's like a breakout. You could say, I see a bull flag, but it's not there until it confirms. So until it confirms, I'm not putting my buy order in. When it confirms, then I put my buy order and we're good to go. So now this is a good long-term project. And these Cartesi rollups are amazing. Now, let's talk about this. I really wanted to see what they had to say about this. Cartesi is taking IoT to the next level with Iodex. So what is IoT? Do you guys know what that is? Internet of Things. It's basically what you and I call just the internet. That is what the internet is, the Internet of Things, right? Basically, anything that can be plugged into the internet, like camera or anything. I believe that's what they're talking about. Let me look up the meaning of Internet of Things. The interconnection via the internet of computing devices, that's what I thought, embedded in everyday objects, enabling them to send and receive data. Okay. Yeah, it just describes the network of, I like this way that they put it, a network of physical objects. So why is this important with Iodex? If you guys remember my Iodex videos that I did a few weeks ago, and we were talking about the blockchain cameras that they have and a lot of cool stuff that this partner, it's a crypto, this partner of Cartesi now, partnership. So they're partnering together, and Iodex is basically the only one that I know of that is dealing with the Internet of Things, which is blockchain cameras and the actual physical devices that you need to integrate with these new cool projects. So I can't wait to read more about this. So looks like they're super excited to partner with Iodex, multiple award-winning blockchain for the Internet of Things. Yes, and this is why, guys. This is why I think my Iodex video did so well, is because they just have so much cool things going on. Multiple award-winning. There's so many reasons we think this partnership is one made in heaven that it's impossible to list them all, but you will find the most important points below. Cartesi and Iodex will kick our partnership off during the Dutch Blockchain Week, December 6th through December 10th, with an idea-thon. If you really want to understand how this collaboration can lead to the affordable end-to-end verification of data generated by IoT devices, join us for a presentation on the first day of the event. So that was December 6th, and this looks like today is the last day of this. So they're definitely already partnered up now. So that's probably why the price of, Cartesi has already started to rise up, even though we are still in this, continued downtrend. But Bitcoin has made a nice recovery. We have a nice green candle today. Now let's take this back and look at the 4-hour and see just how things are looking. Okay, can't really see a whole lot there, so let's go to the 1-hour. Okay, I need to zoom in. Okay, so we are starting to recover from this big bottom. This is the lowest bottom that we have had. And luckily, we got above some of these support lines that we need to get above. We finally are starting to reach above them, at least on the 1 hour. Now let's look at the 4 hour. Since we got it zoomed in a little bit now, let's see if we got this one. Okay, it is looking a little better. Okay, we are still below some of them, but let's see. The MA9, we are above that now. That's good. Let's get into this one so we can see them all. So we are basically testing the EMA 21 right now. 48,901. That will be our next testing spot. We're above the MA9. We're below everything else though. The 200 is 57,000. The 100 is 53. The EMA 200 is 55,000. The EMA 21 is the one we're testing at 48,902. Then you have the EMA 50 at 50,479. The EMA 100 at 52,774. So it looks like we have a lot to test. Now let's that's the MA. Let's look at the EMA 9, see what that one's at. Because the last 9 days we have been going kind of down. So that's at 48,244. So we just broke above that one, the EMA 9. So we're above the MA 9 and the EMA 9. So let's see, that's the EMA 21. Let's see where the MA 21 is right now and see if that's our next resistance level at the MA 20 or 21. We could just do 20. Okay, it's at 49.68. So we actually need to go above the EMA 21 and then the MA 20. I don't know why I always do 20. We could do 21 here too. That's higher though now. The 21. Wait, did it not go to 20? Oh yeah. So I did it at 21. Yeah, so it would be higher. That makes sense. But as you see here, it also looks like a bear flag too. As you see the point down this time, and then it kind of peaks in the middle. But it also looks like a symmetrical triangle as well. So, but it also could be a descending triangle. You could, I mean, there could be a lot of different patterns you see on here. Head and shoulders pattern right there that actually broke to the downside. But I think we're going to have a recovery. I think we're going to get above these moving averages. I don't really see any off the top patterns right here. Like I said, I'm not a big TA guy though. I do like my inverse head and shoulders pattern. And we have kind of one of those forming right here with the head, the shoulder, but we'll see. It's not completely formed yet. So can't call it till it actually not only forms, but then it breaks the neckline. So if we get another shoulder that comes down here, and then we get it to break the neckline, which would be right there. So then we're good to go. But then Cartesi would definitely go up as well. So that's the whole point. If Bitcoin goes up, these will all recover. That's the problem. Everybody is so fearful right now. Oh, where is it? This is what I wanted to show you. Everybody's so fearful. Why are you so fearful? Stop, please. I am pleading with you to quit being so fearful. Knock it off. It's okay. I promise this is not going to be the end of crypto forever. I guarantee that 1,000,000%. Crypto is not disappearing off the face of the earth tomorrow. You'll wake up, it might be a little bit less money in your USD portion of it, but the same amount of crypto that you had today is the same amount that you'll have tomorrow as well. Just think of it as everyday inflation and deflation on your crypto. But the eventual outcome, if you look down the road, even if you lose money in this bull market, do not ever sell for a loss. If you hold through, unless the cryptocurrency disappears like some can in a bear market, then you have nothing to worry about. So if you get one of those cryptos that you know is going to be here in 4 years and you invest in that, like maybe Cartesi. I don't know enough about Cartesi to invest in it for 4 years, but if I did a lot of research and, said, hey, man, I think this is going to be here for 4 more years. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'll invest in this because even if I lose money right now, in 4 years, I'll guarantee you I'll make money. So that's the way you got to look at it. If you do lose in the short term, never sell for a loss. That's not financial advice, straight up common sense right there. You don't want to sell crypto for a loss. That's what they want you to do. That's why they make you lose right away. So, but this is cool. When you see 2 crypto projects coming together and they have literal dates that, that they have collaboration and they have events like this Ideathon. What is this? The Ideathon. Okay, Ideathons are intensive brainstorming events where individuals from different backgrounds, skills, and interests converge to diagnose predefined problems, identify the best opportunities, and ideate the most viable solution. An Ideathon may require just ideas, a solution, a roadmap, or an actionable plan. Ideathons are typically time-bound, spanning a few hours to a couple of days. Organizations use Ideathons as an innovative platform for internal and external competitions. That's cool. They focus on employee engagement, team building, and solving a long-standing business problem. External Ideathons are mainly employed during a campus recruitment to establish brand connect with fresh graduates. Participants usually work in teams, present multiple ideas and solutions, subsequently working toward the most suitable. An Ideathon provides opportunities to learn, collaborate, innovate, and change. Cool. So that's what an Ideathon is. And they just had one of these together with Iodex and Cartesi. So they're really, collaborating together. It's like they did a brainstorming session together, like, me and my inner counsel would do on, a meeting. Like, guys, I haven't had to come up to them for a while for ideas, but sometimes, back in the day I did. I was like, hey, inner counsel, you guys got any ideas? Or, I could use a thumbnail or, something like that. Just like brainstorming. What can I do for a thumbnail? Like what, sometimes I look for viral pictures that went viral before, and then I try to incorporate them in my thumbnail or, think of viral ideas or trending ideas, There's no idea that hasn't been thought of before. So if anybody's like, well, you pirated my stuff. Well, no, I didn't. I did not copy your idea. You used an idea that was already out there itself. You just put it together in a way that you thought was cool for you. And I just took that idea and I made it cool for me. But anyway, let's go look at Iodex Price. Look at how low this is compared to where it was and where it went to. Remember, it went to 50 cents. It went from 8 to 50 and then back to 30, and now it's sitting at only 13 cents. What did it go down to? Oh my gosh, it went down to 10 cents. Almost, I bet it almost went to 9, huh? No, that was the lowest. Okay, whoa, 10 cents. When it was just at 50 cents right here. This is not telling the truth. That's only half of what it really went to on Coinbase. I saw it go to 50. You guys saw it too. So yeah, this is one of the most volatile cryptos I've ever seen. So we could get a real nice bounce off of this. And with their recent partnership with Cartesi, this is just super cool, guys. Like, this makes me nerd out a little bit. I want to be part of these things. Like, if I knew there was like a legit crypto conference in Miami, I would be on the first plane down there. Not even kidding. I would be in Miami in a second. So let's look at the fear and greed index over time. Now look at this. We just came out of this, guys. See how fast we can go from basically 70 something all the way down to in the teens. Let's see, December 11th. This was November, not even 1 month. November 17th, November 16th, we're at 71. Let's look 1 month later. Well, it isn't even a month later. How is that going to December 12th? Okay, December 10th. Well, it might be December 11th on some parts of the world now. But yeah, so not even a month later, we're at 16. That's just not cool. You know, even right here, we're at 16, less than a month later. They did it fat. This was just it was forced. That's why I don't think this can last either, because forced dumps normally don't last. And do you know the one before it was forced too by Elon Musk? Now we're getting forced with the news and what's going on in the world. Look how it doesn't hold though. Look at Bitcoin already going back up to test this $49,000, $50,000 resistance that we've been facing, right? And look how low we are still on the RSI on the daily. We did not go under it. We came real close to going under it, but didn't. But look at this double bottom we have here in the RSI now. Yeah, we got a double bottom in the RSI. And we got a double bottom right here too. So guys, I think we're ready for a blast off. And I know I say that, you know, but blast off just means from moving from one point to another. And in each of my videos, I'm going to try to iterate what I think a blast off is and what I think a skyrocket is. So you guys know when I say those terms, you're like, yes, we just know that he just means it's barely moving a little bit, but it's moving to the upside, you know, in a quick way. So that's what I mean. And then let's see if we get over these moving averages. That would be amazing if we could see that, because then Cartesi, I can see it going back up to, let's make a little price prediction. Let's actually go to TradingView. And then see if we can't see anything good happening for Mr. Cartesi over here. All right, what do we got going on here? Ooh, no. Ooh, no. Okay, well, unfortunately, we had a head and shoulders that broke to the downside right there. See, it broke the neckline, and when it breaks the neckline, that's when you get a giant tumble. See that? So that's why Cartesi failed. That is why Cartesi went bloop, bloop, bloop. Or I mean the technicals at least. That's not why. Of course, Bitcoin dumped. That's why. But as you see, the pattern was actually setting up for it too. So the technicals match the dump. That's the thing. Like, it does all match. It does all go together. You know, it's like, it isn't lying. You know, the proof is in the pudding. So unfortunately, this is where we are now. So what do we do with this? Well, good question. Good question. What do we do with this? I honestly am a little bit, I think you should probably be able to just do this actually, because there is a bunch right here. So we're going to call it a big one. The good thing about if you actually have it right here, and I would actually say this right here. So if you call this descending wedge, that is what that is, a descending wedge, because they're both going down. Now, if this was going up, you might actually even say that it could be a rising wedge. Well, I think my brain might have that backwards, so never mind. Just forget what I just said there. Imagine that word just blew up. Forget I didn't say that. But anyway, this looks like a falling wedge, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a big TA guy. But if we do break to the downside, that could be detrimental to everything. And I'm not even sure how far down we would go. I think it would be from here to here to the downside. I don't know. That would be basically zero, though. Yeah, that would be zero. It would take it down to zero. If you went from here to here onto the downside, I don't think that's how it goes. I think it might be from like here to here, maybe. I don't know. I think it is supposed to be, I heard, from the biggest part of the wedge. So who knows? Who knows? But look at all that volume. We ain't getting no volume. That's another thing. If you think we're having a giant sell-off, where's the volume? Where's all the volume at? The prices are going down, but nobody's selling. Well, let's look at Iodex. Same thing. Trading view. Sorry when I have that happen. Like, I don't know what's going to happen because I really don't. I'm not going to tell you something I don't know. So it looks like a falling wedge. And if we break out, it could go pretty far down. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know exactly what the price target would be. Let's just say it would probably be about 10 to 20 cents down if it does break down to the bottom. And then Iodex, let's see. Wow, we have a real, see how volatile this crypto is? When I made a video calling this the most volatile crypto of all time, look what I mean. I mean, it went from what? 10 cents to 24, back down to 23. Then it went up to 25, back down to 17, back down to 15, all the way up to 21, and down to 19, and then up to 26, and then down to 24, and then down to 19. And you see what I'm saying? That's just a lot of volatility over and over and over and over and over again, all the way down here. Now it's getting less volatile. As we move down, you can tell when it's getting to higher prices because then it starts to really swing in the price. You know, as we get these lower levels, it doesn't swing in price as much because there's not as much pressure. So this one, we have a really big falling wedge. So this one is definitely a falling wedge. And then what do you see that? Is that a bull flag I see in the air? No. It kind of looks like a descending triangle, but that would have to be like down here. I mean, I guess you could say that's a descending triangle, but it's kind of slanted though, right? I hate it when patterns aren't just clear cut. I don't see really anything else. I just know there's a level of support right here, definitely, and even down to here. So watch this level of support. So actually, I would even say that the support level is right here. See that? I think that's a real support level. And then you have a descending triangle right here for sure. And then see how it broke out to the upside so many times, but then you see how it peaks right here every time. That is definitely a resistance line right there. I mean, that's why I drew it, because there's a lot of resistance at that point. It broke above there and broke above there, but for the most part, it stays at this level, right? And it stays and it always closes under that level. See that? So are we going to break? This is a crucial level. If we could close above that and do it on the week, then Iodex could have a nice blast to the upside, and we could actually see it back up to 23 cents or even higher again. So, or at least this level of 17 cents or 15 even. So the 15, then 17, then 20. So things could be looking good for those. Yeah, what? And this double bottom, this is what's making me really excited on Bitcoin, is the double bottom in the RSI. What do you guys think about the double bottom? Oh, XRP. Yeah, because I never did XRP. You're right. And XRP is so far down right now. It really is so far down. Oh, look, XRP went under. But we really need to look about Bitcoin there. So I wouldn't say that we're in a bear market just because it went undersold, but that means that that's a really good time to buy XRP right now. But let's actually look and see where we're at. It does have a nice falling wedge right here, you know, on the daily. So I could Yeah, and then it's coming to a peak right here too. So I think we have a double bottom over here. I really think on crypto right now we just have double bottoms, and I think we're just ready for a nice move to the upside. I really think it's time. As you see right here, that's definitely not a bull flag. But it does kind of peak together like that. It's coming to it's coming to a head. That's what I mean. Crypto right now with Cartesi, with XRP, with Bitcoin. I think everything is coming to this head. And what does that mean? It means it either has to go up or it has to go down. And I don't like it when I give ultimatums to crypto or anybody really, because when you give an ultimatum, normally it works out against you. So we don't want to give crypto ultimatum and have it dump on us. So what we want to have done is just whisper sweet nothings into our crypto's ears, and maybe they'll be nice to us. I don't know. But let's look into some 4-hour and see if there's any technicals we can see on here. Because we just need a breakout on here. It's just right at that area where we don't have anything. We just have to sit and watch, unfortunately. Okay. Now that does look a little better. I know it does kind of look like a head and shoulders pattern that possibly broke to the downside, but I think we already recovered from that. So again, we have like a falling wedge, but we have kind of the same thing right here. We just have to see which way it breaks out of. Does it go up? And it already broke out of this once. It just, I don't know, we're starting to go back up, and then all the news happened in with everything, and we just continued the down. So yep, that's what's happening. And everything just seems to be in a neutral position right now, guys. This is why it is risky to buy right now. But when we're at such a low level that we haven't been in months, that's why I normally bet on these. And one day it could really wreck me, and I know, but in the meantime, before this market is over, every time we get to a bottom like this, I go hardcore and I buy a lot of crypto. That's just me. That's because I like to buy at these cheap levels. And then by the time we're back up, double these levels, I'm like, yes, I made the right choice. Cool. My money's safe. I made a bunch of money. Let's cash out. And I don't always have to be in a hurry. Like, oh, it's pumping right now. I got to get out on a pump. Like, yeah, you want to get out on a pump, but you want to set that predetermined price and have it hit your price. And then you dictate the terms on what you're buying and selling at. Then you really take your financial freedom back. So you can set limit orders and sell and buy at only those levels if you want. You don't have to settle for what crypto gives you. You can take what you want from crypto. That is the thing. A lot of people settle. They're like, oh, well, crypto's at this price. I had to buy it at that price. Well, no, you didn't. You could have waited a day or two. You could have waited a month. You could have set a price and said, I'm not buying this crypto until it touches my price. I'm not buying Cartesi until it goes to 20 cents. I'm not buying XRP until it goes to 60 cents. Well, what did it go to right here? Okay, let's just say for argument's sake, I'm not buying XRP until it goes to 65 cents. Okay, that's a good little moral to have, but good luck getting there. Well, you would have been waiting a while. You'd have probably been waiting a while, but guess what? It would have came down and hit it, right? So say you did 65 and let's just say 66 actually, just so that you would have got it. So it hit your price, your limit order went through, boom, you're sitting up here at what now? We're sitting at 82? So wait, you're telling me in this dump, you just bought your 17 cents in the profit right now when everybody else in the world is in a loss? Why? How did you do that? I set a price and I stuck with it. I said, I'm not buying it unless it goes that price. And then boom, it went to my price. And you always set those prices at support levels. I'm not just saying, oh, go pick a crypto, pick a price, set a thing, hope you make money. No. You pick a price that you know, so if this crypto breaks, say if Bitcoin goes down, I'm in XRP, okay, and if we break down from where were we at, 90-cent level is like $1.90 level, right? If we break down from here, where does XRP go? Well, myself, I would have said, okay, I'm going to put a limit order at 70. I probably wouldn't have said 65. I'd think, well, that's probably a little too low. It probably won't go to 65, but let me put one in for 70 because I think it could go to 70. And then I put it in for 70. It doesn't happen for a while. And then one day, bada boom, it went to 65. Your order went through and it hit to 70. It went all the way back up to 74 right away. So you bought at 70 and it's already sitting at 74 instantly. Sounds like a winning situation to me. How do you get that to happen? Well, that's how you 10x your crypto. So, yeah, I'm not seeing anything in XRP, but I did look at it for you. We'll go more into XRP in the future because I actually hold a nice little amount of XRP as well. But with Cartesi, so say that, you want to buy at the lowest level. Okay. What was the lowest level Cartesi went to? Well, 65. This is a pretty good one to buy right now because look where the lowest level was. 65, right? Look where we're at, 70. We're almost at the lowest level that you could buy at in months even. It did go below it, but ever since it's been over $1, this is the lowest level in so long. We're almost at the dump level. So that's a good thing for Cartesi. And you want to buy at those, prices that you want to buy at, and sometimes they'll go to that level, but very rarely do they stay at that level like this one is doing for a little while. There is going to be a major blast off on this one soon because it just can't stay at these low level of prices for this long. It just can't. 69 cents is way too low for Cartesi, I'm telling you. So I thank you guys for joining me on this live stream. You guys are awesome. I do this every day because you inspire me. You give me hope. All those likes that you smash, everybody who subscribes to my channel, it makes me feel like I'm relevant and that I have something to offer and give you. And I help you to make money with crypto. I help you to look at the new opportunities that are out there. And I normally go in front of you and lead the way, man. I'm the person in the front with the machete in the jungle, chopping down the branches in front of us, clearing a path. And I'm here to bring you along and help you learn how to make money with crypto. I'm going to teach you how to do things that are a little bit outside of the box, but always legal. And, we'll just learn crypto together. We'll learn, how to build a nice community. And we have people that we can go to if we have questions, because a lot of people in crypto, they don't have a place where they can just go to and be like, hey, man, I have this issue and I don't know what I'm doing, man. Does anybody think they can help me? And I guarantee if one person can't, they'll be like, hey, man, maybe this guy could. And they'll lead you to the place. And maybe eventually we can find someone who can help you. And that's the value of having community. Imagine if you're getting into crypto, you don't know anybody. Well, where do you go? The crypto communities if you want to learn. That's the first place I went. When I went into crypto, is the crypto communities. I'm like, okay, what's this about? What do you guys know? What do you think about it? And now I basically bring one right to you here on YouTube in the form of, the Bitcoin Renegade. So thank you guys for watching the channel. Let's get some Q&A going. So, man, see, I hate headaches. Everybody with headaches, I have a special place in my heart for, because, yeah, they have destroyed my life before. So headaches suck. I hope you feel better, Weeping Angel. Everybody say a prayer for Weeping Angel. She's not feeling well. You can always watch with subtitles. You don't have to watch with the because I know I talk loud. Probably not good if you have a headache. Yeah, no, especially you work in the mine. You don't want to be sick when you're at home. You got to be able to work. Yeah, I think we're on our way to something good. And I think if America was smart, they would use Bitcoin. That is one thing I want to advocate for our leaders. How do we tell our leaders they need to buy Bitcoin for America's future? How do we tell our leaders they need to invest in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology for our future, for the future of America? How do we tell them that? That's something we need to think about as people, as a community. How do we get the knowledge or the understanding to the people in power and get them to do something about it? Because, yeah, okay, you're just going to regulate it and take all of our money. Well, dang, America, we need to teach our leaders how to make their own money, right? They always want our money. But can't we teach our leaders how to make their own money so they don't need to keep taking ours? I mean, doesn't that make more sense than them just taxing us for everything? Like, let's teach the senators how to invest in Bitcoin. Let's teach Congress how to invest in Bitcoin. The libertarians, the Democrats, the Republicans, let's teach them how to invest in Bitcoin. Instead of saying, okay, let's tax this person, be like, hey, how about I get off my lazy butt and I make an investment in crypto and then I'll make my own money and I'll have to tax for that freeway. I'll pay for it out of my pocket. Or, you know what I mean? Just something like that. Like even the states, like if you're a senator, use your state's money to buy Bitcoin. Make money off of Bitcoin. Use the money that you made off of Bitcoin to fix the roads. Don't tax your citizens. I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't pay your taxes. I'm just saying they could find other ways to do things other than just take. Man, we make our money. We struggle. Man, learn how to make. That's the one message I want our leaders to have of this country. Man, learn how to make money. For real. America is all about freedom and opportunity, but our leaders literally don't know how to make their own money. Or if they do, they just keep wanting more. I don't know. Amazon. Oh, yeah, I was talking about Filecoin earlier. That could become the new Amazon web service, like on the blockchain. If you guys haven't checked that video out, it's a really good video. I made it right before this one. And it has a lot of good things and a lot of good implications for the future of crypto if that does go through. So, oh, you don't have to stay here, Weeping One. If you're not feeling good, go rest. You don't have to kick it. I mean, oh, okay. Yeah, just lay down and watch it with subtitles. That's what I would recommend. I just don't want you to overexert yourself, just to watch the video. You can watch it later or not, not that important. I mean, it's pretty important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't watch my videos. I'm just saying don't do it to the point where you're just like not feeling very well. Like how I made the sound instead of saying it. Market is. Yeah, so the thing is, I was telling everybody earlier, the reason why it seems like some coins are hit harder than others is when Bitcoin, if you notice this, and you probably will now that I say this, is when Bitcoin, here, let me go over here. When Bitcoin is in a perceived bear market, and when the price fluctuates to up and down as much as it does right now, then you have this effect, and I want to come up with a name. Maybe we can name it. Call it the dump effect or something like that. But what happens is when Bitcoin goes down, it starts to bring altcoins with it, right? Well, then Bitcoin goes up. The altcoins are still in dump mode still, right? So if Bitcoin pumps a lot, yeah, it'll bring the altcoins back up with it. But what ends up happening, there's like this little layer where Bitcoin can move within this little layer that doesn't make the altcoins go back up with it. I'm telling you, I've seen it 100 times. And what happens is when Bitcoin goes down, it brings the altcoins with it, but then it only goes up to a certain level where it doesn't have that tug on the altcoins back up, right? It goes to right where the level where if it went up higher, yeah, it would start to bring the altcoins, but it goes right to that level and then back down. And so what happens is it pushes them down even further. The altcoins, instead of going up, it pushes them down even further. So every time Bitcoin goes up a little bit, it doesn't bring altcoins up. But then when it goes back down a little bit, it pushes them even further down. And then it's like a pump, like a bicycle pump. And every time you pull it up and push it down, it's going to inflate. And that's what's happening with altcoins. When Bitcoin goes up, it does nothing, but when it pushes it down, it inflates. And then it ends up making the price of altcoins go down over and over and over and over. And then it seems like, well, these are dumping more than they should. Why? Bitcoin's staying at the same level. Well, it is, but if you notice, the price of Bitcoin is going volatile. It's going up and then the back down. I don't know, for some reason, not always on the way up does it grab the altcoins, but almost every time on the way down, it keeps pushing them further. Or when it does go up, it just doesn't bring the altcoins up as much as when it goes down. And there's an offset there, so it keeps kind of pushing it down. It's like when you jump on a garbage and you pack it down in there. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I have a lot of cool analogies like that, but that's what it is. It's basically just packing it down in there. You know, you still have that support level. You can't really go further, but it's dumping it down. It's Bitcoin just jumping on the garbage and trying to pack it down. I don't know if it does it intentionally or it's just, you know, part of the way that Bitcoin was made or part of the way the dominance is, but that just seems to happen. What do you guys think about that? You know? Yes, I agree. Let's get a shout out for Weeping One. That's been working so hard, even now with a headache. She's still here. That is dedication. Shout out Weeping One. Hardworking women are amazing. I grew up with a single mom, so that's why, if you didn't know that, I always shout out for strong women. My mom was awesome, so, and is awesome. She's still here, so shouldn't say was. My mom is still awesome. I was just saying when I was a kid, she was awesome. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I love strong women. Shout out for strong women. Anyway, Weeping Angel is the queen of the forum. Okay. Yeah, but no harassing her. You guys harass her, I'll kick your butt. I don't know why some guys harass women on the internet. That always makes me super mad. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Some more light on why even the new law. Sheeb, do you guys really want to talk about Sheeb in a dump? I mean, I could give you a little bit of hopium for Sheeb if you want. You guys are lucky you're not broke. Sheeb does not hold its value very well. No, I'm just kidding. Sheeb, it's a meme coin, guys. What can you expect from a meme coin? Look what happened with Doge. So you can make a lot of money on it, but then you can lose a lot of money on it. So in my opinion, I would never be a long-term Sheeb holder. If you do that, I mean, just think of it as like, maybe if you want a couple $100 that you never want to see again, or you don't care, like if it's money you don't care about, and with the possibility of, you know, something one day could majorly happen, then yeah, buy Sheeb. But if you really want to make money, there's just so many other cryptos that have legitimate projects like ICP, like, you know, Cartesi, like Algorand, just so many good projects out there. Why would you buy Shiba Inu? I mean, yeah, to make money, to support the community. Hey, that's what it's about, community. So if you say that, I can be like, okay, I digress. You know, if you're doing it for the community reason, okay. If you're doing it for Shiba Swap, I mean, is that why you're doing it? Are you doing it because you like the dog Shiba Inu? Or what do you like? What do you like about it? I just don't see the big fuss about it. I know people like it. I'm on the Sheep bandwagon as far as you can make money, and I will let you guys know if you want to about it sometimes. But as for making it a main part of my channel, I would probably never do that, as it just has too many coins out there. And I think it just costs too many poor people, because a lot of poor people had Shiba Inu, and I don't like taking money from poor people, and I don't like any project that does stuff like that. So that's why I would say maybe not Shiba Inu, because a lot of poor people lost money with Shiba, and I don't like that at all. So that's the only reason. But other than that, Sheeb, if you like to you know, just have a hobby coin, yeah. If you like to just have fun and, like, you know, collect, like somebody collects stamps or coins, you want to just collect crypto like that, Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you, you know? Yeah, so one of my friends told me, her name's Cassie. She said, if you explain things in normal world terms, people will understand it a lot better. And it just stuck with me when she told me that. I just think about it every time. I'm like, how can I say things in terms that people can just understand them? Like simple, everyday things that will tell you, my point and get it across to you a way that you can picture in your mind and be like, oh, okay, well, that's, you took something foreign, that doesn't make sense a lot and you made it familiar and something I understand. So now that I can put those together and now the unfamiliar becomes a familiar and I can understand it. And so I'm glad it actually comes across that way because that's what I'm trying for. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, anybody with that much dedication, man. It isn't just men or women, man. But yeah, you guys have a lot of dedication in the inner council, man. The reason I stick up for strong women, like I said, is because my mom. So, but yeah, she raised 4 kids by herself, and she did it all while being injured at work too. So. My predictions on Bitcoin by the end of the year, I think we're going to hit at least 60,000 by the end of the year. I want us to be higher than that, but I really think that we'll be within 60 to 70,000 by the end of the year. I want us to go to 110,000, but I really think the market has slowed down. And I think it's going to try to prolong a little bit, but I'm still going to be careful about that. So I'm going to keep back and watch. But yeah, that's probably my prediction, 60 and 70,000 by the end of this year. That is my continued end of year prediction. I wanted to say 112,000, but with this continued bear market happening again, it's postponing my original. I'm still sticking with the same amount. The 112,000, the 90 to 112,000. I'm still sticking with that, but I'm going to push that probably into January. 60 to 70 in December. I love it when they just start chopping it up and hear about stuff. That's cool. They just use this as a talking place. That helps the channel too. Yeah, so what I'm saying is the average bull market, yes, it does only come around 4 years. If you look at the market, look at this. I'm not making it up. It's a 4-year cycle. And as we're still where we are right now in crypto, I still think we are still in a 4-year cycle. Some people think it's broken. But if you go back, all right, we got to zoom out. Okay. And then, but as you see, right before here, it comes in 4-year cycles. This whole time, it just was down the whole time until you get back here to 2020 or to 2017, 2018, right? Here's the bull market again. See, we only have, and then before that, it was 2013. So yeah, the bull market only comes once every 4 years. You get these mini ones inside of it, right? This went up to, 13th out right here or something, but that's about it. You get little bull markets in the bear market. So my phone just died. But yeah, this has been a good live stream. I thank you all for showing up. I do want to see if there's anything else. Good. Yeah, I'm always willing to learn. If you guys, know stuff that I don't, I'm always willing to hear you out. That's the thing. I'm not closed-minded. I'm at least willing to hear you out. Even if I don't agree, I'm at least willing to, hear you out at all times. Especially if you're my inner council people, I trust you at least to a degree, right? The Coinbase to Coinbase Pro, the only reason I would use Coinbase instead of Coinbase Pro is because it's quicker, faster, and if I'm in a hurry and the coin is pumping super fast, then I actually has saved me several $100s because I just get in and I sell it real quick because it takes only like 2 buttons to sell, and then boom, I'm done. And then if I was going to waste all that time trying to send all my stuff over to Coinbase Pro, then make a limit order and then do it, yeah, maybe if I had a limit order already set for that price, then I wouldn't have to, but that's why I would do that for sure. Okay, some of the dApps on the Coinbase wallet. Okay, that's a good idea. There's a couple other things that I really wanted to get into as well, with the community as well. So when we get a grant, which even if it's not from Dfinity, we're going to get money somewhere. I want you guys to be joining these Facebook groups. My inner council guys, John, all of you guys, whatever platform you're the most comfortable on, whether it be Facebook, Reddit, Telegram, or whatever, I want you to be joining groups and getting the word out about the channel. And when we get these grants, I'm going to be paying you guys a salary to do that. And what you're going to do is you're going to go around, you're going to create, or use your own social media accounts, and you're going to like go to groups and you're going to get involved in that group, and then make sure you can share videos and stuff, make sure it's a good group for that. And then, you will get paid and get rewarded for stuff like that, depending on how many groups you join and where you share to. You will get paid on work achieved. Rather than like time spent, you know what I mean? So like you join 10 groups and you like of certain size, then you get a certain amount, so that we can build the Dfinity community outside of just the Dfinity community. We need to get the word out to other groups, and we all together, I want us all to be on the same page on how we feel about Dfinity and ICP. Now we can have difference of opinions on every other crypto, but as a community and as my inner council, I'm basically talking to you guys right now. I should do like a members only or an inner council only video or discussion, but I think that we all need to be on the same page on internet computer price and Dfinity, and how we're going to get the word of the community out in a positive way and help change that kind of narrative that is going on somehow, where people think just because it went from $750 down to where it is now that there's some fault in the way that it was designed, when it actually, if you look at any crypto that has ever been created, well, most of them have pumped massively at the beginning and then stabled out and then, did its thing after that, just like it's doing. So I don't really see why people are so harsh on it, and we need to get that out to people. You know what I mean? We need to get the word out that it isn't what they're thinking it is, and somehow whoever set these narratives in motion that it is this way, we will butt heads with them and show people the real truth behind internet computer price, which is it's going to be a long lasting. That is one, I'm cool with waiting until the next bull market on holding that one, and I don't have a whole lot of money to my name. Now if I had a lot of money, dude, I'd be in it for 8 years. I would never sell it. I believe in the project that much. It's just like I'm super poor and super broke. So, and I think that might be why my channel doesn't do as well, because nobody wants to see a super poor person on YouTube. But I'm not, I have a little bit of money in crypto, but that's about it, but, and I show you my real trades. I think that's another reason why I do well on my channel. I don't just look at the negative, but I look how I do well. It's because I show you guys my trades, like my real self with you. How I'm talking, like I'm talking to you like I would talk to a friend or talk to anybody I would talk to. So I don't talk to you guys like you're students or like you're 2-year-olds. I talk to you like you're my peers, like you're my equals, So, okay, that is everything, guys. I have spouted off enough at the mouth, and I just thank you for everything. Don't Coinbase or Binance. I have wallets I use. Yeah, using wallets are good too. And non-custodial wallets, you have your own private key, you probably won't lose your money. Now, if somebody gets your private key, you could lose that, but that's very rare that happens. You put it up in a safe place, you're good. All right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!